Do not go anywhere because our next session is equally exciting on the presentation topic of 𝑰𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒂, the future of A2P marketing, security, transparency and regulatory compliance. And the session is going to be done by one of our esteemed partners, Pinnacle Teleservices. And post the session, you're all allowed to enjoy your networking breakfast. So do not leave anywhere. Please enjoy the session and help us welcome with a big round of applause our presenter for the topic, Mr. Amit Srivastava, co-founder and director of Pinnacle Teleservices. A big round of applause to Amit Srivastava ji, who is going to present on 𝑰𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒂, the future of A2P messaging, security, transparency and regulatory compliance. Amit ji, all over to you.
Myself, Amit Srivastava. I'm co-founder and director in Pinnacle Teleservices. Till the time the presentation gets on, I'll brief you a bit about the topic I am going to speak on. So Pinnacle has completed close to 21 years in the industry of CPaaS, Communication Platform as a Service. We deal in auto voice calls. We are BSP to Meta for sending WhatsApp communication by the brands. We are into RCS, A2P messages. A2P messages are application to person, the messages that you get on your mobile, which are being sent by the brands. So A2P messages are right now hot topic in India nowadays because there are many of the regulation that has come, and I'll say tech is a boon in the industry, but it comes with the threat. Many of you must have experienced that you get a communication with certain fraud links in that pay your EMI, lookalike website is being created for the brands, and those URL are being sent on A2P messages. The normal citizens click on that thing and fraudulency happens, financial fraud in that thing. So as rightly said by Suraj and Shafina, that fraud remedies needs to be there. And today 𝑰𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒂 that we are going to present over here as a solution to this fraud remedies. So many of you must have seen series was there, 𝐒𝐴𝐻𝒻𝒂 on Netflix, which was regarding the financial fraud that happens in India. So actually there are some issues in the messaging industry that all the sectors faces, especially financial and NBFC sector, that the SMS count frauds are there. So whatever data you are passing in the communication through your vendors to the telcos and all, those are crucial data that a company carries about their customer, about the payment reminders, EMI reminders, loan sanction offer, OTPs and everything. But as a company, you are not aware ki how many handshake is happening while taking that data to the telcos for getting handset delivered. Who are the companies who are involved in between? Are they trusted companies or any fraudster is also a part of that thing for capturing your crucial data? Plus lack of visibility of chain, that's what I am saying. As a brand, you must be aware about your vendor, but your vendor is passing on those messages or data through how many hands. The brands are not aware about that thing. Then there is spoofing of IDs are also there, because for carrying these messages through the telco network, there are 2 or 3 different IDs that have been given to enterprises. So if anybody passes that ID, that will be treated as your brand. Say suppose for XYZ NBFC, a code has been given by the telco on their DLT registered platform. But if a fraudster also sends the code, they will treat that thing as your brand and the messages will get through. URL scams are there by spoofing the IDs. They pass on the malicious URL and divert the customers, or there will be a callback number or a WhatsApp link and the citizens or your customer will be diverted to some fraud sites, and there actually the financial fraud happens. Where there is lack of UCC complaint visibility, if say suppose any customer wants to complain about that thing on the 1909 or any telecom portal or something, so there is lack of visibility that brand has, and there is ineffective audit for those things. Ki if somebody wants to actually make a complaint that he has been scooped or a financial fraud has happened to him using your brand name, but there is no mechanism to reach out to the brands via the telecom network. So these are the problems that messaging industry and the brands are facing right now. Almost 1.3 crore fraud has been reported for phishing and wishing. Almost 15,000 crore, this is last year 2023 data, that 15,000 crore plus financial fraud has been happened in India. The citizens have lost their money. Only 7% of the cases are being reported. Close to 40% Indians have been targeted for financial fraud, and still 74% of unresolved financial fraud cases are there. Mainly the segment is 42% banking and NBFC, 33% government, and 25% e-commerce. So many of you must have received messages having any brand name or something. Say suppose I'll quote few examples. Ki this is today is your last day of payment of electricity bill. If you want to pay, please click on the link. Or today is your last day for EMI. Click on this link and you will be diverted to some malicious site, which will be a lookalike like the brand, and there the financial fraud happens actually. And the impact of that financial fraud is loss of revenues of the citizens as well as reputational damage of the brand. Then customer support burden on the brands, on the NBFC and banking segment. Lot of call must be coming over there for reporting of this thing. Operational disruption, legal and regulatory consequences, plus the cost to prevent or upgrade your technology towards those things. So our solution 𝑰𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒂, this is traceability and transparency portal. So this actually prevents the ID theft of any brand. A live URL verification using AI/ML plus various technologies is being done while sending the messages real time. A real-time dashboard is being provided to all the enterprises where they can check what is actually happening, is their ID theft is being done, and our system reports who has done that thing, and all the details of that is being provided to the brands. Plus the complaints of the subscriber is directly given to the brands. Pinnacle, after developing this thing, they have handshake with the TCL, which is a PSU of DOT. It's a central government PSU, and we are taking this along, and this is being registered in the 𝑰𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒂 Bharat vision of the Honorable Prime Minister. And we are in talks with all the telcos in India to get this implemented very soon. So as I said, the solution has a real-time dashboard where all the delivery of SMS, CDRs and everything will be directly reported from the telcos to you. No middleman in between. Profile selection is there, URL verification, ID theft prevention, route tracing, and UCC complaint management. Everything is given on a single portal too. So recently, last year, TRI has brought a directive. TRI is Telecom Regulatory of India on 16th Feb, 12th May, 26th May, and 28th August also, because as Nikhil said, the regulatory involvement has got very much into this thing because a lot of frauds are being reported. And from 1st of October, TRA has mandated that whatever communication you are sending via A2P messages, any brand in India, their URL should be whitelisted, and the brand needs to provide the chain of the vendors through which they are reaching the telcos to send their messages to the subscriber. So here the 𝒏𝒂, which is being led by TCL, it's a government portal, you can say. We are the system integrator for that thing, backend. So whatever PID or reference number is being given to any brand by the telco, via that only the brand can log into this system. Here you can mention your route. Hey, this is me. I'm sending this message through vendor 1, vendor 2, or how many chain of loops are there you can mention. You can select your telco partner, which telco you want to send the message, and that route will be followed through this. If anybody else generate the message, or if this route what is being defined by the NBFC, if that is not followed, all the messages will be dropped over there. So basically what we do is you have to mention your IPs through which you are generating all the messages. And globally all other IPs are being blacklisted. Whatever messages by your sender ID, yeah, the sender ID that is defined on the mobile handset that looks gets delivered on the mobile handset, if that is generated through your IP and the vendor IP is also being mapped over here, if the transit happens through those IPs, then only this messages will go. If any fraudster tries to copy your, yeah, spoof your IDs, ID theft, so our system will stop that at the time of transmission itself. So, and we report the IP addresses of the fraudster to you who is trying to take your ID and send messages on your behalf. So our system, as you can see, IP not found, and the messages are being stopped at the transmission at the operator end only. The citizens will not receive this type of messages. Same as I told, the IP, if that doesn't match, it will not go through. All the count of messages, whatever telcos are there in India, Airtel, Vodafone, BSNL, Jio, MTNL, Reliance, Tata, QTEL, VMIPL, who are giving facility for sending A2P messages, their count of messages will be reported to you directly without any intermediate in between. तो यू कैन वेरीफाई कि से सपोज आज तो मैंने 100 मैसेज भेजा था एंड द टोटल ऑल द ऑपरेटर्स हैव रिसीव्ड 150, so he is sending on my behalf. Yeah, there can be chances that you are sending 100 messages and the operator is receiving only 70 because the midband is playing their role and giving dummy CDRs also. So this is a government panel where you will be getting all the reports directly on your login itself. So here are the URLs that you get, whatever you are sending in the message, any payment link and everything you can whitelist on this government panel. What we do is according to us, all the URLs are blacklisted. Only the URL that you mention will be carried in your messages. We capture the redirections of those things plus all the snapshots of the pages that is there. So if that comes, only those messages will go through. There are many times reported that the midman system was being hacked, and as you are aware, AI/ML is working, so your URLs are being replaced by some other URLs. So this is being reported in MHA also. Many cases are happening like this. So what we do is we capture all the redirections of your URL plus the snapshot of all the pages. If at the go everything matches, then only your message will go to your subscriber. If any fraudster is trying to send any messages, that will be stopped there and at the go only. any callback number or any WhatsApp link what is being mentioned by the brand or NBFC, that will only be carried forward. If anybody replaces that thing also, those will be stopped in the transition part itself. You can mention your URLs, your domain as a trusted, and only your trusted URL can be mapped in your message templates. So this is the mapping, how it happens. So by this thing, there is a transparency in the system, improves transparency, compliance assurance is there, data privacy, because government is being involved in the system, one-stop solution for all remedies to fraud as well as regulatory compliances, and improvement in ROI is also there. The major thing that needs to be checked is the customers have lost the trust that they get communication via SMS or WhatsApp, because they don't know if they receive a call whether it is from the real NBFC or somebody else is making that call or sending SMS using your brand. So the trust needs to be win back of the citizens and rebuild again. Thank you. This was the only thing. And if any question and any doubt will be there, so we are having a stall over here. You can contact us. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Amit Srivastava ji. Amit ji, if you could also please come here, because we are not done yet with you. So I think already great session done by Amit ji here. And now I would request Mr. Suraj Shetty ji from Ring to kindly do the honors of felicitating our wonderful presentation by Amit Srivastava. A big round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen, to Mr. Amit Srivastava, co-founder and director from Pinnacle Teleservices, on that fantastic presentation on 𝑔𝒄𝒏𝒂, the future of A2P messaging, security, transparency and regulatory compliance. And thank you so much, Suraj ji, for doing the honors as well.